New to gardening and need a few ideas? If you're looking for some easy and low-maintenance crops that will help lessen the pain you feel at the grocery store checkout, maybe you should give some of these simple-to-grow veggies a try. Greens. Every kid has been told to eat their greens. For good reason, too. Spinach boosts the immune system, helps prevent osteoporosis, and fights against free radicals. Romaine lettuce provides the body with many vitamins and minerals. Kale has properties which help fight heart disease and cancer. Chard is full of antioxidants and fights inflammation. And collards may lower cholesterol and help you sleep better. Greens are easy veggies to grow because they don't require a lot of maintenance, and many of them provide a continuous harvest throughout the growing season. Consuming greens fresh is ideal, but they can be frozen to cook later or mix into smoothies. Greens need around 5 to 6 hours of full sun per day. Greens can tolerate a bit of cold. A cold snap will actually improve the flavor of most greens. When the weather turns warm, greens will begin to taste bitter and try to bolt or go to seed. For these reasons, some people choose to grow their greens in the fall instead of spring. Green beans. Green beans are another easy vegetable to grow. There are many different types of green beans. Green beans aren't just green. They come in other colors like purple, yellow, and variegated. They need at least 6 hours of sun per day and thrive in a variety of soil types. Bush beans grow on bushes and pole beans grow on climbing vines. Many varieties, especially pole types, will continue to produce beans until a frost, giving a bountiful harvest. They can be planted in the spring and fall, although spring planting will give a longer growing season. Plant when there is no chance of frost, as green beans easily sustain cold damage. Extra beans can be pressure canned or blanched and frozen. If you are interested in saving seeds, set aside an extra seed crop and allow the beans to dry on the plant before collecting them. Eating green beans helps maintain blood pressure and fight inflammation. Root vegetables. Root vegetables are some of the most fun to harvest, and they can be enjoyed in their baby versions early on during the thinning process. They are good for you too. Carrots come in various colors and contain high levels of beta-carotene. Healthy and sweet, beets are a good source of antioxidants, iron, and manganese. Turnips and their greens provide a high amount of vitamin C, iron, and fiber. Radishes also provide lots of vitamin C and antioxidants. Root vegetable seeds can be very tiny. Some seed companies coat their seeds, like carrot seed, with clay so that it's easier to see them and space them when planting. Since these vegetables will begin to turn bitter in warm weather, it's important to maximize their exposure to cooler temperatures by planting in early spring or late summer. Root vegetables need 5 to 6 hours of sun a day. Most crops can tolerate a frost but will not be able to handle a hard freeze. Saving root vegetable seed is possible, but you will need patience, since most of them won't go to seed until their second year. If you do have it in mind to save seeds, make sure you pick out seed that is labeled as open pollinated or heirloom seeds. These types will ensure that the seeds you collect will produce a harvest exactly like the parent seed. Potatoes. Potatoes are another root vegetable, but unlike the previously mentioned veggies, potatoes have a high starch content. Because of this, potatoes don't have the best track record when it comes to being healthy. We all love our French fries and cheesy potatoes, but when served baked and not oozing with butter and cheese, potatoes are actually pretty good for you. They contain vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. Most people will need to plant potatoes in the spring after the risk of frost has passed, but in mild climates, potatoes can be planted in the spring and the fall. Since they aren't a fussy plant, potatoes are easy to grow. They need good soil that stays slightly moist and at least 6 hours of sun to produce a harvest. During their growth cycle, the plants will sometimes start to flower. Once your potato plants begin to yellow and die down, the potatoes are ready to harvest. 1 to 2 weeks of curing in a cool, dark, dry place after harvesting will allow the skins to harden, heal over damaged areas, and prepare the potatoes for storage. Unwashed, stored potatoes can last many months if stored properly. Squash. There are many different plants in the squash family. Pumpkin, acorn squash, scallop squash, and zucchini are just a few of the many squash varieties. Squash contains antioxidants along with several vitamins and minerals like iron, calcium, vitamin A, and vitamin B6. Although most winter squash can tolerate a frost, other squash varieties are cold sensitive, so should be planted after the risk of frost has passed. Exposure to 6 hours of sun a day is ideal for squash plants, and they require a moderate amount of water. Squash plants usually provide a plentiful harvest. To increase your plant production, self-pollination with a paintbrush can be achieved by collecting pollen from a male flower and transferring it to a female flower. Vine borers are the main pests that are attracted to squash plants. They can be managed by netting your plants and hand pollinating, or through natural sprays like neem and BT. Want some other ideas for easy things to grow? Try growing herbs. They'll make a great addition to your garden and will provide fresh seasoning for all those veggies you'll be harvesting. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.